All right, let me quickly introduce the man that starts off the show with me. It gives me pleasure to welcome Toyin Bitoye, who's sitting on the other side for now. Toyin, let me welcome you to the show tonight.
Yemi, it's a pleasure to be on Sports Tonight this Friday. I mean, I thought we were going to, I see a very special guest in the house.
Yeah.
And I'm sure our viewers are going to be seeing it later on.
Yeah.
A very special guest. And it's good to also have this guest with us in the house, the trophy that Aqua United and
we'll be fighting
Lobby Stars will be fighting for on Sunday. The prestigious trophy is right here. And
sitting right next to me.
I mean, that's the most important trophy in the world right now.
Okay.
All right, so
that's
it. The most important trophy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking about the most prestigious
if
football
you take this trophy and you run away, you're going to be on the front page.
Okay. I can't take it and run away, but of course I can touch it. You can't do that, but I can. This is what, like Tony said, this is what Lobby Stars and Aqua United will be fighting for. And it happens to be our guest. The trophy happens to be our guest. And it's going to stay all through the show, because a large part of the show tonight will be dedicated, of course, to the Federation Cup final. On that day as well, the women's final will take place, and of course the men's final will take place. As we go on the show, we will tell you what we have been able to do. Of course, we have brought the gladiators for you. We are able to bring key players from the side of Lobby Stars, talking about the coach and the captain. We weren't able to do that. A little constrained. We're able to do that with Aqua United, but of course we'll speak to them on phone to, tell us how they're preparing for the big showdown on Sunday.
And of course, we must also give credit to our guy, China's correspondent in Akwa Ibom in Uyo, Chris Moffat, who has sent in a good report. The governor charging the team to go out there. That's also going to come on later on the show. So maybe that will balance up for their inability to make it down. They really apologize that they are not able to make it down. But we understand that maybe they are not used to Lagos and the traffic, and so they couldn't really make it down to the studios on time. But we appreciate Lobby Stars who are already around, making time out to be on the show tonight. It's not going to stop the fun that we're going to be having, talking the Federation Cup and all that the Nigerian Football Federation has put into it. For me, in my own opinion, this year, the Federation Cup, this year, has been the best in terms of the organization and the planning and the structure. We were able to infuse it in between the league games. And we got the two finalists quite early in the season, and we had to wait until the final of the league is over to also end it. I mean, that's the way it is usually in most part of the leagues, major leagues in the world. You play the last or a week before the end of the season or a week after the end of the season, you play your FA Cup final. So I think it's been well organized. But the challenge is for the Nigerian Football Federation to make sure that it is not a one-off and try to work on
sustain the momentum
and make it a lot more lucrative for the teams that are playing. I mean, to get more money, and even from early on in the Federation Cup, to have something to show for taking part in the Federation Cup. But this is huge, and we hope, as you said earlier in the week, we hope that Aqua United and Lobby Stars will give us a spectacle on Sunday at the Testing Balogun Stadium in Lagos. And
not forgetting the ladies as well will give us something to enjoy when we all troop out to the Testing Balogun Stadium to enjoy the best of football. Well, Tony, you're not here to talk the Federation Cup. Of course, we're here to talk about the Super Eagles. And of course, the June date has been fixed by FIFA, where the draws will be made. We'll know our group foes for the final round of qualifiers. And of course, the NFF has 6 months probably to turn things around and ensure that we don't end up in pot 3, where it will mean that we're going to have to face some of those top teams that we dread.
2 sets.
Yes.
Pot 1, pot 2, the top teams in pot 1, pot 2, and then we'll be in pot 3.
And it's possible because of our position right now.
But you know, the interesting thing about the reports on the FIFA website about this final round of the draw is the fact that FIFA have not come out to tell us clearly what the procedures would be for the draw. We are just assuming
that will be the rankings.
That the last time we used the FIFA rankings. We are just assuming. So FIFA have not really come out to tell us, FIFA and CAF have not come out to tell us what those procedures would be. We will have a new FIFA president, hopefully, at that time, when we'll be doing all of this. So we don't know what the thinking would be for the new FIFA president or for the new executive committee of FIFA. But for us on our part, we have to control what we can control.
Yes.
And what we can control is to try to work our way up.
By playing friendlies.
By the FIFA rankings. But interestingly, Yemi, the windows we have between now and the June date for the final round of the draw are not for friendlies. Those windows are for the 2017 Nations Cup qualifying games.
Yeah.
In March, we are playing 2 games against Egypt, home and away. In May and June, we are playing Tanzania and Chad.
Space of 1 week.
Just space of 1 week. So we do not have the windows to play friendly games and improve our ranking between this time that we're talking about. But the good news that I think the Nigerian Football Federation can work on, and I'm sure they're already doing it because they already know about it, is that now the CHAN also has some impact on the rankings.
Yes.
The African Nations Championship also has some impact on the ranking. So the only realistic chance now
is to do well.
Is to do well in Rwanda. Do so well in Rwanda and see what we can make out of the rankings. And then of course in March, try to get as much as we can out of the 6 points at stake against Egypt. Get 4 or get the whole 6.
Yes.
That will go a long way because Egypt are just a little above us on the ranking. And of course, in May and June, you know, we are playing Chad, we are playing Tanzania. We have very little impact on our ranking because these countries are way below us on the rankings. So, but as we said, FIFA have not come out clearly to tell us that, look, we're going to be using strictly the FIFA rankings. They could come out to tell us we're going to be using your World Cup performance in the last 2010 and 2014. The 5 countries that qualified for 2010, the 5 countries that qualified for 2014, we will use that to seed. In that way, it will favor us,
yes.
Because we're going to be alongside the 5 countries, the other 4 countries that went to 2010, the same countries went to 2014. If that is what is used, that will be some advantage for us. But I think the NFF are trying to just control what they can, which is to do their best in trying to move us up the rankings. If eventually the rankings are used, fine. If it is not used, fine. We just try to do whatever we can.
But like you said, if we do the double on Egypt, which I feel is quite possible, if we do the double on Egypt, that is capable of moving us
a little bit.
Yes.
Because Egypt are just a little bit above us.
Yes.
The top countries that are far ahead of us are, I mean,
Black
a lot
Stars,
of them. A lot of them. So Egypt are just a little bit above us. Chad are below us. Tanzania are way below us. So those windows that we talked about now in March and April are going to have very little impact in really moving us up. But I think if it is the rankings that are going to be used again, the CHAN is very key. The CHAN is very key.
And what we do against Egypt.
What we do at the CHAN and what we do against Egypt are the only realistic chance. But who knows? The procedures could come out and they will tell us we're going to be using the 2010 countries that went to 2010, the last 2 World Cups, to do the ranking, to do the seeding. In that way, maybe we'll avoid all those top nations. But it looks a little bit tricky for us. But some people will also tell you, if you want to be the best,
you have to beat the best.
Get ready to play anybody and qualify. And I think that's the ultimate approach for us. Whoever we draw at that time, we prepare our team adequately, well enough to be able to take on anybody and go out there and pick the ticket to the 2018 World Cup, which is the ultimate. They also should be afraid of us. The way we are doing our permutations, these countries would also be looking at, look, how do we avoid Nigeria? I'm sure that's what is going through the mind of all those other top nations. We need to avoid Nigeria because Nigeria, they know how to play big games and go to the World Cup. So that's what the NFF should be thinking about.
Okay, before I allow you go, let's talk about the CHAN a little. Any plans in the offings? Some will say even though the league is not on right now, what are the arrangements? Are there any arrangements with the clubs by the NFF? You know,
the season is over.
Yeah.
The boys are on holidays now. But the good news is that the head coach of the Super Eagles, Sunday Olise, has been keeping in touch with each of these players and has been telling them, look, the CHAN is coming. You have to stay in shape. In fact, it's the secretary of the team, Dayo Enebi, and the head coach are sending the programs that the players will need to go through during the off season.
Yeah.
Sending to each one of the players. All right, so I think it's a new one. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing any coach do that kind of a thing. That look, you guys, you are going on mid-season, and I mean, Coach Ondelise was telling a few of them that are in the A team that look, in Europe, when you are going on off-season, your club will send by mail to you the programs that you should go through even during your off-season, so that by the time you are coming back,
you'll still be in shape.
You will still at least keep a little bit of your shape. When you are coming back, they already have an idea of what you've been doing, and then they pick it up from there. And that's what Coach Ondelise is also trying to pass into these lads, that look, the season is over. There's a tendency that you just go and enjoy yourself and get out of shape and grow some little bit of flesh around your belly area. This is the program that you need to follow. This is what you should do. This is how you should keep yourself in shape. By the second week or third week, second week of December, camp will open. We don't have time to start to get you back into shape. Like
the tournament is some weeks away.
The tournament is just a month away. So we just hit the ground running, and then we are able to continue our program. So it's an opportunity for those boys to also
step up,
show to the coach that they are professional enough to know that they are Nigerian internationals, and then go out there. But I'm optimistic that the NFF have also promised that they're going to adequately prepare the team. Now that it looks like it's an opportunity for us to boost our rankings, adequately prepare the team, get them good camping, good training, and we hope with a little bit of luck and with the hard work and everything, determination, who knows, we could become we finished third last time, we could go two better.
Yeah. Okay.
And win it.
All right. I'm very sure that's what a lot of us are wishing for, especially now that we don't understand how the draws will be done for the 2018, the final round of the 2018 World Cup. So do what you can with what you have so that you'll be in a favorable position. Right, Tony, I want to thank you for your time. I'm very sure you now go behind the scenes to assist
preview of the Federation Cup.
To assist in putting this right. All right, we're going to go on a break. Well, Lobby Stars and Aqua United have met twice this season. What you're going to see now is one of the matches on the final day of the season. We allow you to enjoy that. Then we'll come back.
Preview.
Yeah,
Cup preview.
We allow you to enjoy that. It's like a foretaste of what will happen on Sunday. So we allow you to enjoy that. And we'll bring the gladiators into the studio. Then we talk some more on the Federation Cup final. Join us again.